Today I'm going to talk about my experience with the Padcaster Parrot Pro. Last year, I decided that if I was going to do more of these talking head videos, and I still plan to, then I was going to need a teleprompter to make shooting these more efficient and less painful. The verdict is out on that. My own research into low-budget options that would meet my basic needs led me to the Padcaster Parrot V2, so I bought one and used it first on my 10-head deleted scene video. It was my first time using a teleprompter at all, so there was a bit of a learning curve, but it did the job well enough, and I consider it a good purchase. Very shortly after I bought the V2, Padcaster announced a Kickstarter for the Parrot Pro. I did watch Gerald Undun's video on it at the time, but again, based on my own experience with the V2, it seemed like the Pro would be a welcome improvement in usability. Normally, I'm really skeptical of backing products on crowdfunding sites, and given that I already had the V2, it's not like I really needed to upgrade. The reason I pulled the trigger rather than waiting for it to be available retail and making a decision then is that the Kickstarter price was reasonable for the upgraded features, whereas I feel the proposed retail price might have been a bit too high. Combined with the fact that Padcaster is a legit company with legit products that I've been somewhat aware of for a while now, I was pretty confident that they would deliver. Anyway, I waited patiently through the months of delays and sparse communication and finally received my Parrot Pro a few days ago. So here are my initial thoughts. I really liked that it came with a real storage case as opposed to the V2, which I keep in the retail box for need of somewhere to store it when I'm not using it. I like the much larger tray for my phone. I found it a little finicky to get my phone in and out of the tiny spring-loaded shelf on the V2. I also had to adjust the margins of my text to make it fit the V2, whereas the Pro is wide and deep enough that it's much easier to use with larger phones like my iPhone 14 Pro Max. I also like that the tray folds up to serve as a cover for the glass, rather than the extra cap that the V2 has. The adjustment of the tray is a little fiddly, however. It doesn't feel great right now, but we'll see how it fares over time. One other thing I want to mention is that I noticed when editing my first footage shot with the V2 that the glass introduced some chromatic aberration. I did some back-to-back comparisons both with and without text running, and it seems to be about the same on the Pro. Maybe it's a tiny bit better, but that could be down to slight focus plane differences in my test shots. If you're not looking for it, you won't notice any differences. So, do I regret backing this product? Not really. It took longer than expected and is definitely still a budget product despite the Pro label, but it delivers on everything that it promised and it fits my needs and I expect the needs of anyone doing similar work. After my test switching back and forth between the V2 and the Pro, I can say that the Pro is 100% a better user experience. The caveat is in the prices. I paid $100 for the V2 and $130 for the Pro. Looking at the current prices as of recording this video, they're going to charge $200 for the Pro, with discounts right now on both the Padcaster site and on Adorama, where I bought my V2. So my advice would be to get one now at a discounted price or wait for a sale because I'm really not sure that it's worth $200. So that's my contribution to the discussion. I hope you found some value in it. Thank you for watching.